there. I'll move out your way. Oh,
Oh, come on.
so close. Yeah, got a futuristic rug.
Look at the patchwork sofa.
Oh,
want
the
that.
whimsical sofa.
I'm having the retro version.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Co-op Star Fox.
I did play Star Fox. Oh, not very well.
Was that you or me?
I thought I was driving, but okay.
Oh, now you're back the other way. Oh, great. Oh, bollocks. I don't wanna. Ah, damn it. Wow, that was loud. Oh, was that loud for anyone else or just me? Because that was really loud for me. I'm gonna turn that down a little. Hey, Mally, how you doing? Well, that. No, I won't open it. I gotta pick it up. I won't open it. Why won't you let me open it? Let me open you. Open, goddammit. Fine. No, I don't think I've hit you. If I hit you at all.
Well, it didn't even come up with the option for R1.
Yeah.
There. I'll move out your way. Oh,
Oh, come on.
so close. Yeah, got a futuristic rug.
Look at the patchwork sofa.
Oh,
want
the
that.
whimsical sofa.
I'm having the retro version.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Co-op Star Fox.
I did play Star Fox. Oh, not very well.
Was that you or me?
I thought I was driving, but okay.
Oh, now you're back the other way. Oh, great. Oh, bollocks. I don't wanna. Ah, damn it. Wow, that was loud. Oh, was that loud for anyone else or just me? Because that was really loud for me. I'm gonna turn that down a little. Hey, Mally, how you doing? Hi-yo. So today we're doing the puzzle of positivity, which, if you can see that, was picked back in June. So it's a little been a while. I haven't had a chance to stream, and we're hoping this webcam is gonna stay going. Hey Dunk, how you doing? DJ, is sound alright? I need to turn my monitor a minute so I can see it a bit better. Sounds good. Awesome. I need to switch that over. There we go. My YouTube live stream keeps getting further behind. I don't know what's going on. The tracking's working really well, isn't it? So the camera should track me where I go, which means you see my fat ass. But at least that way you know where I am, because there's not exactly a lot of room in here. This is the entire room. But the camera tracking's working really well. But alright. So I haven't actually opened this yet, so I don't know if I need to cut a bag. Oh, nope. We got this second hand, didn't we? Yeah, so we don't need to cut any bags. Let's see. I get a poster with it, which is quite nice. Oh, hello everyone. And sort of. Ready? How are we all doing?
Oh, you've been holding his bum a proper rub there.
Is the shout out working? Yes. How are we all doing today? So this is a second-hand puzzle, but this is what we're working on. Those who were around in June, remember we actually picked this back in June, and the heat and my headache and all shows, we didn't get it done, so we're doing it now. Puzzle time, let's go. Yes. Oh, I haven't put the link in the chat for you guys to play that puzzle, have I? That's real clever of me. Should we do that? Pin that to the top. You can see my fat ass. There we go. I'll put it in the YouTube one for anyone watching on YouTube. Let me know if that link's not working, but it should work. There we go. Got to get up and out because my computer's over there. Oh, I don't. Why is it doing that? Just pin it. Leave it pinned. There. How is everyone? Oh, you have the DJI tracking on. Yeah, it works quite well, doesn't it? You see a whole lot of me that I would prefer you didn't see, but it tracks and it's better instead of me going off. But yeah, it works quite well, doesn't it? So I hope everyone's well. My mouse is all the way over here. Can I make it reach? I might be able to make it reach over here, and then I can scroll the messages. There we go. Right, so here we got Nooks. Hiya Nooks, how you doing? And Emon, hiya, how you doing? And obviously the wonderful Mash and Cheeto. You all here? And Loot, how you all doing today? You all good? And Dog. I know it's like Dog or something. I can't say it, okay? So it's just Dog for me. I'm sorry. I can't pronounce the AW. But you all good? I don't know why it's not finding clips for some people. I'm going to have to check that out, why the clip's not working. Saying, I can't find valid clip. I don't know why it's doing that. Because it worked a minute ago. And Dog is good. Oh, okay, I don't feel so bad then. Hi Squaff, how you doing? Actually, so that clip worked. So I wonder why it's not working on some or working on others. It's odd. But anyway, so we got this. Doug, did we get this one at the Jigsaw Puzzle event? I think we got this at the Jigsaw Puzzle Festival. So it is second hand, but we're really hoping it's all there, especially as I paid £5 for it. For a second hand puzzle, that's quite a lot. If I can get it undone, I might just rip the bag. Yeah, we did. Yeah, I thought we might have, but I think they tend to go through the puzzles and check they're all there, because they had some labelled as pieces missing. So it should all be here, because there's no label saying it's missing. Cannot get this damn bag undone. I have scissors if I need to. I'm looking forward to this. It's very colourful and a lot of writing. I don't know how difficult it's going to be because I've actually not looked at the pieces at all. But okay. So let's move the poster out of the way and look at this. Did the link for the puzzle for you guys with me, did it work? Because my screen's not showing anything being done, so I don't know if it's working. And no one's playing it or whether it's not working. Right, that's all of the pieces. Okay, so we've got some things. So actually, they're really thick pieces. They look pretty good. I don't know how well you can see that, but they're quite thick pieces. And I think the writing's not going to be too bad. So I think there's a lot of writing. So what I might do is the ones with the white background go in one pile, ones with the black background go in another pile, and then work from there. I think might be our best bet, but we'll see. But obviously I will also sort the edges, so let's put the edges on there, I think, and separate the white and black ones onto this one for the minute. I think that's going to be our best bet. I'm not looking to do this fast. This is just nice and relaxing. So I think I'll put ones that don't have writing on a separate board and ones that do on this board. And then we can narrow down more after, I think. That does have a tiny bit of black writing on it. And that's going to be some big white writing. It's going to be helpful that there's no white background, only white background of puzzles. So anything that's got white on it like that is going to be writing, which is going to be helpful. It's going to be a lot more writing pieces than there are other pieces. Though that was still together, I'm going to separate it. I don't want freebies because I'm not speedrunning it, so I don't need freebies. If you're wondering, freebies are what people call ones that are stuck together that you can get for free, so you don't have to put together. So that is gonna be writing, but it's on a yellow. Now there is some writing that doesn't have a background, so like a white background around it, but I will keep it there too. And I think ones that have got more of the colour, only a tiny bit of the background writing, I think I'll probably just put that to a separate point for now. But I will mix it up because I'll just change my mind as I go. I know what I'm like. Right, so that's black background, that's white background, and that's no backing on it, just straight onto the colour. I think that's going to be the best way to do it. What's everyone got planned for the day? It's going to get really hot again this week, so I'm going to be hiding again. Thursday, I think it is going to be shockingly hot again, so not too impressed with that. As little as I can get away with doing so basic. Oh no! I hope you're in bed resting and watching things. Have you caught a bug or a virus or something? Sorry, I'm out of the loop. I haven't been in Hangout for a little bit either. I hope you feel better soon though, dog. Sucks being sick. Dose that with a bit of a cold. Oh, they suck. Summer colds. Sometimes I think summer colds are the worst. Because everyone just assumes you can't get them. It's like, oh no, they're horrible summer colds. So I hope you feel a bit better soon. I do have plenty of boards. I have more off to the side here, which I don't think you can see. So that's what I'm putting them on. know what to chat about. It was alright on Wednesday when I was with Mash, even though I hadn't streamed for ages. I had Mash to talk to. But it's been so long since I streamed on my own. Trying to think of things to say is hard work, especially when I'm still suffering from headaches and migraines. So I'm not feeling particularly great. So I don't know how long I'm going to stream for today. I'm just going to see how I feel and how long it takes me. I put an edge over there. The exact reason I prefer collab. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's nice to do your own thing, but I don't know what to talk about. It's right if I'm recording for YouTube, if I have a brain freeze and don't know what to talk about, I can just cut that bit out. Or pause recording and come back when I'm feeling up to doing something. But like this, I can't. That black and white, that should be in there. That shouldn't have been on the board. See, I'm already mixing up my puzzles, getting them in the wrong places. This is pretty much what it's going to be like. Hope you feel better soon. Thanks. Until this heat goes away, I'm not going to feel better at all. My body doesn't cope with heat, so it just triggers headaches and migraines continuously. I had one of my worst ones I've had in a long time the other day. It did absolutely nothing because I just physically couldn't. The minor ones, like today, I can just work through it because I'm used to them. Let's see. When you have chronic migraines, you get used to working through it, where other people who only get the odd one or two would be hiding in a dark room. We just get on with it, because otherwise we won't ever get anything done. But when they get really bad, even I have to hide in a dark room. Heat is one of the main triggers for my MS symptoms. Yeah, exactly, dog. Heat triggers my migraines. It's not great for my fibro and my ME. And honestly, I think it actually triggers my FND as well, because everything triggers. And at this point, I'm just collecting the alphabet for illnesses. That one should be there. Doing it again, look. It's supposed to be keeping the black there and the white background there, and I've already got it mixed up. Brain is not computing well today. You should get some kind of plaque when you get the lot. Yeah, exactly. Oh, don't worry about that. My writing is atrocious all the time. It took me 3 attempts just to write the name of this puzzle in the info section on YouTube. Because positivity, very simple spelling. I got it wrong 3 times. I kept missing an I out. It's like I knew it belonged there, but I just kept not typing it. Thank you for the subscription, Cheeto. God, it's been 9 months already. God, that's gone fast. Don't actually know, other than doing the edge first, I don't actually know what I'm going to do. I might pick one of the, maybe the black background colours words first, because that's the smallest amount, and then do the white, and then do the fill-in background colours after, rather than trying to do the individual colours first, because there's so many animals and colours and things. I think getting the writing in will help work out where things go more. But I do love these sort of puzzles, because they are such a challenge to do, but not so complicated that you want to throw it in the bin and never touch it again, you know? Problem is, I can feel my body fighting, tremors at the moment, so it could start to be a little fun and game trying to pick up pieces when my tremors start. But I have eaten, so it's not a blood sugar problem, so I don't know why it's being a little iffy at the moment. So I'm hoping to have the ladies round for crafty night tonight, but I need to see if any of them, and an orange background one, I'll just put that there. I've got to see if any of them are available. But I've been working on finally finishing some projects I started last year. So I've almost finished a knitted colourwork cardigan. By colourwork I mean stripes, not words and pictures. And it's coming along really nicely. I'm trying to get some samples done for my store so people can see what my yarn looks like worked up. I used to have a bunch, but I changed my yarn. And so I need to redo a bunch more. So it's getting there. And then Duncan has been his usual fabulous self and weaving in all the ends of all of my stuff. And then he accidentally volunteered himself to weave in the ends on this cardigan as well. Which I appreciate very, very much, because I really hate weaving ends. I love crafting. I hate the finishing. I like the making process. The finishing off, the weaving all the ends in, and the blocking and all that stuff. I tend to try to black Duncan to do it for me. Because I really don't like it. Probably be easier if I just didn't do colour changing projects, but well, they're so pretty, so I do them. But we've also had to do a bunch of face scrubbies for a shop order. They order 30 packs at a time, and each pack has 4 face scrubbies in. So it's a lot of face scrubbies. And Duncan weaves all the ends in on them too. And it's 2 ends per face scrubby. So you can do the math, but 30 times 4 times 2. So I'm really glad Duncan does all of the things for me, because I really don't want to do it. I didn't accidentally volunteer. I was simply accepting the inevitable. Yes, but you said you'd do it before I asked, which means you volunteered and I didn't ask. Piles are getting a little messed up here, but that doesn't matter. As long as the gist of it's in the right place, then I'll be able to sort it out, you know. What do you guys think of having this new camera, so there's actually a face cam instead of just no camera on my PNG? Hoping you like it. There was always supposed to be a face cam when I was doing crafting, but when I was downstairs you couldn't see behind me because it led to the kitchen and people needed access, whereas in this room it's just the door behind me. And though I don't have my live sign attached because I forgot to put it on, hopefully people will soon work out I'm live and not try to walk in. Though I expect the boys will be at work at this point anyway. I can never remember what their schedules are, because they have different shifts. Do need to get some music sorted, because I have no sound on at the moment, and means my headphones are going to turn off in a minute. But I haven't got around to sorting any music to listen to. There's barely any on them. Let me just try to put some sound on a second. Let's try that. I've literally just put my sound on my stream on in the background so low that I shouldn't be able to hear it and it won't bother me, but enough that the headphones acknowledge there's some kind of sound coming through and don't turn off. Hopefully that'll work. I've got to work out how I can put the music I use in the background of my videos into one place to play in the background here. I haven't quite worked out how to do that yet. I don't know if I just need to put them all into one file and edit them into one big music clip. I think that's probably what I need to do. And then we'll have some nice cozy music on in the background then. But I'll sort it at some point. If someone wants to tell me how, that would be great. So we do have some bits cooking up, so I'll probably get some glue at some point and glue that down. But that's the risk you take with second-hand puzzles, so I'm not too fussed. Hoping the sound of the puzzle pieces is being picked up nicely, because I quite like the sound of the puzzles flipping. There's some nice textures in this I didn't notice. Sound is coming through fine. It's very satisfying to listen to. Ah, good. That's what I like to hear. So once me and Mash have finished doing the jigsaw puzzle we're doing together, I'll probably start a second one, but that one will be one that I record and pop out on the YouTube rather than having two live ones going. But I don't know, I might have two live ones going and pick another day to do that, because me and Mash are going to do some crafty streams together, which I'm really looking forward to. Doing some crafty streams with someone is always fun. Looking at this, I don't think it's going to be too bad when we come to do the background shapes. This does seem to be clear, easy to identify images, even if they take a little bit to work out who they belong to. I think it's going to be pretty. There's not too many of these plain colour ones, which is going to be really nice, because I don't think it's a gradient on the colours. It is solid, and if that didn't have some other variation in it, then it could be a pain. But it looks like most of it has actually got something else on it, which is going to work out really nice to do. Hair. No matter how much I tie my hair back, I always end up with hair in everything I do. If you ever get an item made by me, it's gonna have my hair in it. I tie it back, it just doesn't help. The puzzle that I chose for you guys to do, did I pick too high a number, or is it okay? Because you got through the last ones pretty fast, so I picked a higher puzzle count number this time round, but I was a little worried it might be too much for anyone who's trying to play it on a phone, so do let me know if I need to go back to doing a smaller number. I couldn't find one that was similar to this, so we went with the rainbow coloured still, but it was just not positive word type one. In fact, I couldn't find a single one that had positivity in the description, which was a shame. My nice neat piles are most definitely no longer nice and neat, all over the place. Which is about normal, let's be fair. And I may have missed the odd edge, because I already spotted one they've taken back. This is the problem. If I'm looking at the image, I often forget to look at the edge as well. That's a white background. Yeah, there's definitely a few here that I'm going to have to glue the base back down on. But that's not too bad. I've certainly had worse conditions second-hand puzzles. This is a Gibson brand, so I'm not surprised it's good quality. Gibson often do really nice quality. I just put them in the wrong place. Yeah, I want them there. Yeah, I do like Gibson puzzles, but they don't often have ones that I like the image of, even if the quality is really good. So I don't have a large amount of theirs. Whereas ones like Clementoni and Ravensburger, they do a lot of images I like, so I have quite a lot of theirs. My miscellaneous pile over there is most definitely going to need to be reworked, but I'm not worried about doing that until after I've actually done all of these and built most of the puzzle before I move on to it. Hey Mally! How are you doing? Even though I turned that jump scare down so it's not so loud in my ears, it still makes me jump. How are you doing? I haven't chatted to you in ages. Because I haven't streamed, but you know. Thought you good as well? You've been waiting for your meeting to do that. You're a little stressed. Oh no! How come? Meeting being a pain? I assume work meeting. I hope it's nothing too bad. That little rainbow that's up the top there, I don't think you can see it on the screen. I think that's going to be quite good to sort out on its own. Now, getting a new kitchen installed on week 2 of 2 now. Oh, yeah, that was stress. I've known a few people who have had new kitchens installed, and I've not seen any of them be unstressed. That is a hassle. So that's the bonus with renting. I don't have any of that stress. But when we get our own place, maybe. Well, I'm glad you're on week 2, so hopefully it'll be over soon. And I hope it's all worth it. I dream of being able to design my own kitchen, because, I mean, our kitchen's nice, don't get me wrong. But there are things I'd change. But not my house, so cannot do that. All installed now, just doing the floor and tiles now. Oh, nice! If you feel like sharing, please do share an image with me at some point of it all done. But obviously, if you don't want to be sharing your personal house, completely understand. Will do. Ooh, yay! Yeah, we had a friend in my craft and board game group who had their kitchen done. We went up and helped them pack everything up, so we got to go back and visit to see it all when it was done, and it looks so good. They got some really cool cupboards and things, which I want. And my niece has just bought her first house, and their kitchen's really nice. And there's just some really cool cupboards and things that would just be more efficient. Like corner units, you can get the ones with the turn out or pull out and things like that, whereas our corner unit, it's just a big open space and everything's all there. It's really hard for me to reach things at the back, so I would love to have one of those units that you've got a spiral thing or it pulls out, some way of easily getting to the stuff at the back, which we don't currently have the capabilities. You have one of those corner units. Oh, nice. See, so you get what I mean. I don't know what the proper term for them is, but they're cool. And a good use space I think my in-laws actually have, but my niece in her new place has, is those kind of spice rack shelves. So you've got like a little tiny end, and you can pull it out, and you've got them stacked up. So a good use of space. And I think those little things like that are really good. But I've seen a TikTok of some kitchen units that the very bottom, basically kick it and it slides out. But it makes a step so that you can actually step up and reach the top shelves. That's what I need, because I actually cannot get glasses in my own kitchen because they're too high up for me. So if somebody wants a glass, they either have to get it themselves or get Duncan to get it for them, because I can't reach it to give it to them. Though most of my guests now know they can just help themselves for anything they want. But, you know, some are still a little on the shyer side and still polite and don't just go in and help themselves. I grew up on the generation that once you become really good friends, you just go in and help yourself. And that's the way I like it. That's what my nieces and nephews do if they come here. They just come and help themselves because that's what they're supposed to do. I had to buy a step for me as these new cupboards are so tall. See, so you understand. This is the thing, you want to make good use of the space. So you want to build up and get good units and unit space and not just have a bunch of open space. But if you're short, then that becomes an added problem. Because I am literally 5'0" on a good day. So I am very short. So most kitchen cupboards are not designed for people my height. But I'm also very wobbly, so I try not to use a step ladder unless there's someone around to catch me. But if there's someone around, then they might as well just get the item from the cupboard instead of me, you know? My word pile is getting bigger and bigger. There are definitely some word bits in the main section, but I think because they're on the edges, they'll actually help me start building the non-word coloured sections with the animals and things in, so it'll actually work in my favour in the long run. I'm nearly 6 foot and still trouble with the... Holy crap! You are almost a foot taller than me. I've got no chance. I won't need a step ladder. I need a ladder to reach your cupboards. I mean, I know I'm short, but now I feel really, really short. Though my boys do keep telling me how short I am because they use me as a leaning post. Because unfortunately, I love my children, but they do like to torture me. Oh, it's got a sticker saying 70 on it. I don't know why. Take it off. Maybe they were counting how many pieces there were when they were checking it was all there, and that was the 70th piece, maybe. I haven't seen any more, so I guess they probably removed them and they just left that one on accidentally. I don't feel short at all until high school and children start towering over me when I'm walking up the town. Yeah. I swear kids nowadays are getting taller and taller. I mean, to be fair, I haven't grown since I was like 13, so it's not hard to be taller than me. I've always been short. But even my nephews, they're also tall. One of my nieces is not as short as me, but still pretty short. And the other one is... But most of my nieces are also taller than me. I have a lot of nieces and nephews. I come from a large family. Almost through the sorting. I know the sorting's not the most riveting entertainment, but I do like to sort it on camera and people can see how I choose to sort, and then they can decide whether they like that idea or hate that idea for when they do something similar. I think that positivity sign in the middle is going to actually be an impressive size. I wasn't sure how big it was going to be, but going by how many of the thick white and black ones there are here, I think it's going to be a pretty good size. I'm just shy of 5'10", and I feel and all these kids are a head taller. Holy crap! Yeah, I don't want to stand near any of them. It's like my middle son, he has a lot of friends, and he brought a friend home once when they were younger, who was really tall. And I said to him, can you stop bringing your tall friends around? I feel really, really short, you know, I'm the mother and everyone's towering over me. So he made it his life's mission to bring taller and taller and taller people home to torment me. And I remember this one kid who was always a reasonably sized tall, similar size to me. He wasn't one of Reese's tall friends. And then at one point he came knocking on the door for something many, many years later. I don't remember what it was for. And I answered the door. I think Duncan answered the door, and then he called me over. And he's like, do you recognise me? And I'm like, I really don't, I'm sorry. And he's like, it's so-and-so. Which was Reese's friend. He was so tall. I'm like, holy crap, you grew. He's like, yep. So we had this kid in my school, my year, who was really short like me, and his nickname was PP Titch, because his name was a P and a P for first and last name, and he was absolutely tiny like me, so they nicknamed him PP Titch. I bumped into him, I think at Burger King. He was working at Burger King many, many years later. And I just looked and went, holy crap. He was so tall. He was 6 foot odd, which for me is really, really tall. He'd gone from being shorter than me, which, you know, was a challenge, to being way taller than me. And I'm like, oh, this is not fair. Why didn't I have a growth spurt? I want a growth spurt. My mum is shorter than me. So my mum, there was an ad for a company who were looking for Oompa Loompas for an event, and Mum was actually too tall to apply, and she was over the moon when she worked out she was actually too tall for something, because we used to joke and call her an Oompa Loompa, which is really mean, but you know, that's the kind of relationship we have. And she absolutely loves it. She's officially too tall to be considered an Oompa Loompa. Yeah, I always say about my kids being mean, tormenting me, but to be fair, they get it from me and my family, because we all do it to each other. But my twin sister had this little stuffed toy rabbit, little silky fabricy type thing. Cute little thing, adorable. But for years, she lived with us for a while when we all lived together down in Plymouth. And for years, we'd take this rabbit, me and her boyfriend at the time. We'd take this rabbit and we would tie it to the ceiling fans or out the window in a thunderstorm, or oh God, I don't even know what else we did to it. We did a lot of really mean things to it. She still has that rabbit, but it's a little fragile and she won't let us touch it. So when I was over her place last year, I kidnapped it. I got home, I put it neatly with some of my other cuddlies and sent a photo saying, you can't have it back until you come visit me. She never comes visits me, she's always busy. She made it in a matter of days. She was not allowing me to keep that rabbit, which was no fun. How am I going to torment her and take her on holiday and torment her if she takes it back? It's the fun of having a twin if you can't torment them, isn't it? Right. Okay, so this is the word tray, which, as you can see, is quite a lot. This is the miscellaneous tray we have here, which again is quite a lot, but it's not too bad. So this one will be touched last. I'll work on the word tray after I've done the edging, so just try not to knock any of these off when I pick it up. I potentially should have separated them onto different trays, but it doesn't matter. I can always sort them onto a different tray after I've done the edging. I tower over both my parents, and I'm reasonably taller than both sisters. Oh, nice. My oldest younger brother is taller compared to all of us. Like, he's not tall, but compared to all of us, he is taller. We don't know where he gets it from because my mum is shorter than me. My dad was taller than me, but not by a huge amount. He was somewhere around Duncan's height, so it's not a huge amount taller. So we don't know where my brother gets his height from. And then my youngest Mally, his name's Malachi, we call him Mally, or Maliki, depending on how he feels like being pronounced that day. Somehow, he's taller than all of us. I don't know where he got the height from. I think among his friends he's considered short, but among us he is tall and he towers over me. I have to put really high shoes on just to come anywhere close to his height. So what he did was buy really high shoes so that when I have really high shoes on, he can wear really high shoes and still be taller than me. They're actually really nice shoes. I shouldn't complain. But, you know, it would have been nice for me to be able to be taller than just a little bit, you know? High shoe armrest end with both of you in stilts. Yes! Though, to be fair, my middle son can totally walk on stilts. He used to do circus. He could ride a unicycle and do stilts and things, so he'd just get them and be taller than all of us, so I still would lose. Let's see, when you home educate your children, they end up doing a lot of really weird but wonderful things that may or may not work out in your favour. Okay. So we do have a label over part of the picture on the box. I might just look at the poster. Yeah, so that's going to be the bottom corner there. Now this one's going to be one of the top corners, clearly going to be up there because that's the way the writing goes. I tell you something, if you ever got me on stilts, I should live stream it because my god, I'd get so many views because they'd all be laughing at me falling over. I can barely stand and walk in normal shoes nowadays. I used to work in 8-inch heels as a hairdresser. Now anything more than 1 inch and I'm a little unwobbly. Unwobbly? I'm a little wobbly. Unstable is the word I was going for. God almighty. Words! Words are a challenge. Right, so I think that's going to be that corner. But I think that one's actually going to be up that way. That's definitely going to be down here. This is where I start concentrating and stop talking. The riveting conversation will disappear altogether. I can definitely feel more of these pieces. The paper is loose on them, so it's definitely going to be an issue that we're going to need to address at some point. So I think once I've built this, before I take it apart and pack it away, I will probably go over thoroughly to glue it. Not glue it together, just glue the problem pieces. So that next time I build it, it's not too bad, because I probably will keep this one and do this one semi-regularly because it's a pretty one so far, but we'll make a decision after I've done it a few times. But there's some puzzles I do once and then I don't tend to do again, and then there's other puzzles that once I've done it once I actually really enjoy it, so I keep them to do again. I gave a bunch of puzzles to my twin sister for her to do because I was going to send them to charity shop and she said she'd take them. but she kind of forgot how many I showed her. So when they arrived at her house, I think she had a small heart attack. Wonder if that's going to be like that. Got some writing here. Possibly. We will see. Or does that go on there? That goes on there, so no, it doesn't. Okay, apparently we got some ads incoming. I'm just going to let them run because it's not like you're going to miss too much. Because just putting the order together. Pink and orange there. That one? No. Oh, is that one in there? Yes, there we go. That way round. Yes. Thank you for the follow, whoever that was. In theory, that didn't show up on screen. Nobody ever responds to let me know if it showed up on screen. It shouldn't, because it's supposed to be anonymous follows. So that way no one feels like they have to come out and chat if they want to follow. Because I hate that feeling. But let me know if it is showing up and I'll fix it. But lurkers are always welcome here, so feel free to lurk if you don't want to chat. There's no pressure at all. I just appreciate you coming on in. Nikita, hello. Of course, love a good puzzle stream and puzzle. I think it doesn't show and stayed anonymous. Ah, brilliant. Excellent. Well, hope you're well. So, do you do a lot of jigsaw puzzles? Are you a streamer? Do you stream jigsaws? Because if you do, I'll have to give you a follow. Or any other crafty stuff. I'm a multi streamer. I do jigsaw puzzles, crafting, games. Basically, whatever takes my fancy, whatever I'm in the mood for. I do puzzles, and yes, I'm streaming them from here and there. Awesome! I will give you a follow. Let me come over. If I can reach my keyboard and mouse is all the way over here, so it's there we go. Maybe a follow. Hopefully, I will catch you streaming sometime. When your cats let you. Yes, Mash, who I stream with on Wednesdays, we've been doing a jigsaw puzzle together, but we also do crafting streams together. She has cats and they're constantly getting involved in her trying to do her jigsaw puzzles because they want to help, which makes it quite a challenge for her. I don't know how she manages to get anything done, to be honest. Because they really do like to help. So looks like ad breaks gonna be starting soon. I get these warnings and I never know when they're starting and when they're stopping. The chat kind of gives me a rough idea, but not exactly. But I'm just gonna carry on doing this. You're not gonna miss much. So this particular puzzle was chosen by my community back in June when we finished off the last puzzle. But between health and war shows, I didn't actually get to stream it in June. So we're doing it now. And when we get close to the end of this one, I will pull out another few puzzles for people to pick which one they want to do next. And in the pin post is a link to the one that is on stream for those who want to play and do jigsaw puzzles along with me. A blanket behind you is gorgeous. It is, isn't it? It's absolutely stunning. A friend of mine made it. Every time I crochet or knit a blanket, my children would steal it. And I made a really big one called Rings of Change. I don't know if you know much about crochet things, but it's absolutely gorgeous blanket. But my youngest son stole it and I never ever got it back. And to this day, he still has it on his bed. So I decided that when I saw my friend making one like this, that I'd pay her to make me one so that I can say I paid for it so you can't steal it. And so that's what I did. And yeah, she made this absolutely stunning blanket that I absolutely love and adore, and it stays in this room so nobody else can steal it. It's always there. So in winter, it will actually be over my lap, keeping me warm. But in the summer, it sits behind me looking pretty. Yeah, my children are very crochet and knit worthy. They are craft worthy because they really appreciate what gets made and the time that goes into it, which is lovely. But it means I lose a lot of the things I make. I think the only thing I can make they won't take. They didn't take my needle felted pumpkins. I got to keep them. That's the highest compliment I've ever heard. Yeah, my children are very appreciative and they do understand the work. I think because they've grown up with me doing it, especially my youngest. Because I really started doing it heavily once I was pregnant with my youngest. They've seen how much goes into it, how many hours, how much yarn or fibre or whatever. So they really appreciate the complexity and the cost in time and money that it takes to do it. So if they ask me to make something, I usually make it because they appreciate it well. Though my eldest had me make him a Cthulhu amigurumi once. He still uses it to this day. But what he does is he uses it as a wrist rest for his mouse. So it's very flat, very squished, very bobbly and felted together at this point. I keep offering to make a new one for him. But he's like, no, I love this one. I want this one. So that's the one he gets. No, I don't think that one does go there. He form fitted to himself. Yes, exactly. Exactly. And it is very form fitted. Might have to turn my fan up a little because it's getting very warm and I'm getting a little nauseous in here. Right. I think we could start joining them all together in a minute. That one's going to go with that one. Yep. So I think I may have missed an edge or two, but we will see in a minute. It doesn't matter if I did. We'll come across them at some point. There. That one on there? No. Yeah, so I think there's definitely an edge or two missing. But then, is it really a puzzle stream with me if I've not missed an edge or two? Right. Okay, so we know that one's that corner. This one's going to be going down here somewhere. That one there, yeah. That's definitely that corner. This is going to be this side because that writing says that way around. That one's going to be that way. That's got to be up here. So's this one. Assuming the writing's all up the right way. I think it is. Yes, I don't see any writing upside down or anything. That's that way around, I'm pretty sure. And that's going to be that way around. That one's going to be up that way around. Potentially on here. Yes. No, not that one. Ah, it might be that one. No. Okay. Oh, I think that's actually that way. That's the dinosaur. So down here. I checked your VODs and whoa, the K-pop Demon Hunter puzzle looks tough. Yes, yeah, the one me and Mash are doing. We saw the image when we got it because Mash absolutely loves K-pop Demon Hunters. And it looks so much fun. And then when we got it, we're like, okay, yeah, so this is going to be a challenge. It's a really good challenge, don't get me wrong. But it's definitely a challenge. I'm just about to get into the harder parts on it because I'm about to get into the darker parts, as you probably notice on the VOD. So I'm a little intrigued to see how it's going to go. Sure, it might be that way round. On there. Yes. So that is that way round. Oh, yeah, there we go. That connects to that corner. That one? Yes. Do we connect here? I think so. Yep, okay, so we're getting there. I think we're missing a piece there. That's definitely going to go up that way. That one there? Yeah. I think that one's going to be that way, looking at that writing. So, the pink going there. Yes. So, 800 of the pieces are the same colour. It certainly seems like that. Yeah, it's coming along nicely, but it's the checkered background, the bit I started with in the middle, was a little more difficult than I'd anticipated, but not terrible. But the darker pieces, they are definitely much harder to do. So it's gonna be a challenge at this point, right? I think that's gonna be there. Oh, I wonder if that clips on there. Yes, and then we go in there. Yes, okay. So we're getting there. I think that's gonna go in there somewhere. This might be this way round. Let's have a look. Yes. Okay, so I think you might have to shift over a little. And that's gonna go in there. So I think we have 2 pieces missing here, I think. I'm pretty sure that's going to go up there. That connects there. It does. Okay. So I think that's probably going to connect in there. Is that on there? Oh, that piece might go here. Yes. There. Okay. Oh, that's wrong there. That should have that in it. Let me move that a minute because it's in my way. Put that there. Okay, so I think I've just missed 1 piece on the bottom and 2 on the top there, I think. Is that in view for you guys? It is. There we go. Okay, so it stays in view. Do you have a favourite puzzle brand? I have a lot of Ravensburger and Clementoni. I think I have more Ravensburgers, I think. Certainly of my bigger puzzles. I don't know if you can see up there, but I have like 5,000 piece, 9,000 piece puzzles. They're all Ravensburger. So yeah, I think we probably say Ravensburger is my favourite brand, closely followed by Clementoni. I do like the bits and pieces puzzles because they got really weird shapes, but I don't have quite as many of them. This one here is a Gibson I got from a puzzle event, so it's second hand. I went to a jigsaw puzzle festival, and they had a bunch of second-hand puzzles you could buy. So this one's a Gibson, and it's really nice quality. I do have the odd other Gibson, but I can't think what they are right now. But I definitely have some, and they are quite a good brand, but it's not one that I go for often, because they don't often have the images I like. Ravensburger for sure takes over my collection too, probably 90%. Yeah, I think, to be honest, Ravensburger is probably the most for me. Cloudberries is another one I have quite a few of because I like their gradients. But again, not as many. They have some really cool images, but not as many I like as Ravensburger. I think Ravensburger just has such a wide range of images, from photo to illustrated to colourful to more muted colours, that there's always something that you like. And I think that's what I enjoy about them. Right, let's see if I can fit this there. I think it'll fit there. That'll work. I like how Gibson pieces feeling. Yes. And they're nice and thick. At least this one is nice and thick quality, and they stay together quite well. I can pick that up, which is something I like about the Ravensburger. Whereas most of my Clementoni ones, they don't stay together when you pick them up or move them. But the Ravensburger advent calendar that I did at the end of last year, I was very disappointed in that one, which surprised me because it was crumbly as anything, and I've never known a Ravensburger to be crumbly before. So I don't think I'll buy their advent one ever again, but I will stick to their normal brands. Oh, Cloudberries are such a luxury to me, and Cobble Hill. Oh, I don't know if I know Cobble Hill. Ebu, I'm intrigued. I've heard some things about Ebu, but I've not actually ever had an Ebu, and I've never had a Gallatin. There's another local brand one to me, and I can't for the life of me think what it is right now. I have one somewhere. I can't see it. I have puzzles everywhere. Yeah, I can't see it, but there's another company that's semi-ish local to me, but which I'd like to support. In fact, at one point they had a pop-up shop in my the village over from me. But they don't seem to have a lot of images that I like, so I can't support them, which is a shame because I would love to support a local puzzler to me. One day I'm going to create my own puzzles. I have designs, it's just the creating part that's a problem. So I'm just going to separate off these black background, white writing ones, and I'm going to work on them first. Most of them are in this corner, but as you saw, I got my thing a little mixed up when I was sorting. Eva is so shiny, so it's hit or miss for people when they kind of have a scent of glue. Yes, shiny, because you can probably tell, I have a big light up here, which is an issue for shiny ones for me, which is part of what I'm struggling with on the K-pop one. Is because of the darkness, the shininess is making it harder for me to see what I'm doing. So I definitely prefer companies that make more matte puzzles. And this one seems to be pretty matte. It's really quite nice. So I'm enjoying this one. As for the centre glue, luckily for me, I was born with sinus problems. That means I actually don't have a proper sense of smell. So I probably wouldn't notice the smell of glue, luckily. Which will work in my favour. But yeah, I'd love to try an Ebu one sometime because I've heard lots about them, but I've never found one near me. I have to look online for some. I try to shop local when I can. Oh look, there's one of my edges. So we are missing 2 up here then. Or 3? Or did I have a green this side? No, so it definitely goes up there. It doesn't go in there, so we might have a few more missing there then. Or I've done it wrong, I'm not sure. We'll keep an eye on it. Blessing and a curse. Yes, exactly that. When it comes to having children and changing nappies, it's a hell of a blessing. But when it comes to buying nice perfumes, I have no idea what they have and have to rely on other people to tell me if they're nice or not. So if someone lied to me, it would be horrible. But it helped when I was a hairdresser because everyone would find the hair dyes really smelly. I couldn't smell a thing, it was great. Sorry if I'm talking so much, it's always fun to me. No, chat away. No, I love it. I was saying earlier, I really enjoy when I collab with people because I've got someone to chat to. When I'm on my own, I kind of run out of things to say, so it's really nice to have someone chatting and talking about puzzles. Because I mean, my husband is starting to enjoy puzzles with me. He has his own collection downstairs now. But otherwise, there's not many people enjoy puzzles. My twin sister's just kind of getting into puzzles. But I really love jigsaw puzzles, and I have a shockingly large collection. And nobody else talks to me about them. You get the odd people who chat about it because they like puzzles, but not to the sense of, they're streaming puzzles regularly and that sort of thing. Right. So let's build these and then see if we can work out where they go. I started doing puzzles in November 24 and I kept accidentally ordering them in my sleep. Know the problem well. I mean, I've been good. I've been trying to downsize my puzzle collection. So I've got it down. I think I've got it down roughly to about 93 puzzles now. I got rid of almost 50% of my puzzles. Some of them went to Duncan, so they're still downstairs and in the house. But that's not my fault. I was getting rid of them and Duncan wanted them. Duncan's my husband. And some of them went to my sister. But yeah, I still have a large collection and I have a wish list for a lot more puzzles. But I kind of run out of space. There's only so much space you can squish in this room. To the point that my craft supplies are now in a storage unit because I don't have enough space for everything. So we tend to get my craft supplies out when I need a specific one rather than keeping them out now. Because I also have a small obsession with crafts. I say a small obsession, it's literally my business. I'm self-employed artisan crafter. I make hand-dyed yarn and sell it at wall shows, along with a bunch of other things. I wonder if I missed some in there. So you never go to school for him, a puzzle store upstairs. Yep. That's when you never dyed yarn before. Oh, if you're interested in dyeing yarn, it's really good fun. I use acid dyes, which are easier to use than natural dyes because you need less chemicals. I literally dye my yarn with citric acid. You can buy it in bulk. And you basically cook the yarn. So you take the yarn and you want to make sure you've got it very wet, soaked and fully clean. So give it a little soaking thing to make sure it's all cleaned out. And then you mix up your dye, which is literally just the dye powder and water. And then you have citric acid. Depending on how much dyeing you're doing and how much water, depends on how much citric acid you do. But you basically mix it all together in a pan. So the yarn absorbs it all. And then you cook it on a low, not too low. You want it to be hot, but you don't want it boiling because if it's bubbling, it will foul the yarn. So you just want it to just before that boil temperature, really. And then you cook it for like 20-30 minutes, depending on the dye you're using. And then you let it cool, wash it, and you have dyed yarn. So it's really, really simple. My YouTube channel had a bunch of videos of me making them. My craft YouTube channel, not my puzzle YouTube channel. So if you ever want to look into it, totally recommend it because it's good fun. Candied yarn. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot easier to dye yarn than people realise. I basically bought a kit to dye yarn to test, to see what it's like, to have fun. I did one and I never stopped. I just enjoyed it so much. I was like, I'm going to do this forever. It's really nice you found your happiness. Happiness, obsession, you know. No, it's really good because I can't hold down proper job, a 9 to 5 job, because my health issues mean I never know I'm going to be for the day. I took up crafting as a way to keep myself busy, but I ended up doing so much crafting that I turned it into a business so I could sell what I made in order to buy more supplies to make more. And it kind of grew from there. So I used to sell the stuff that I knitted and crocheted and wove as finished objects, but then I transitioned to selling hand-dyed yarn and then craft supplies like stitch markers, crochet hooks. My husband hand turns crochet hooks and then I sand them and finish them off. And he makes wooden yarn bowls and things for me. And so we've really made it into a nice little business, doing a lot of different wool shows. It's really good fun. Unfortunately, he has a full-time job, which means he works full-time Monday to Friday, and then at weekends he helps me with my yarn shows, so he gets no time off. Felt, heard, seen, relate. Yes, exactly. You get it. It was fun though when my nieces and nephews were younger, because they'd just come and spend all of the summer holidays with me, and just do crafting all summer. And it got to the point with my middle son, his friends, the girl friends, during summer holidays, they'd turn up at my door at 9 a.m. and they'd spend the entire day with me instead of out hanging out with their mates. And we'd be doing knitting or crochet, cake decorating, cooking. I taught them how to do all of it, and they just turn up and they just spend the entire day with me until 9 p.m. Got to the point that the parents, if they needed to know where their kid were, they'd just ring me, they'd know where they were. Which was really nice because I really did enjoy it. At one point, I actually used to be an arts and crafts teacher for an after-school club for disadvantaged children. They call it disadvantaged children. I call it what I grew up with. And I absolutely loved teaching them because they were always so happy to learn and do all these really cool things. I taught one boy how to use a sewing machine while we were there, teaching him how to sew, and he came in the next day, the next week, over the moon with happiness because he showed me all these things he'd made, because he got his parents to go and buy him a sewing machine so that he could make all these really cool things. And he was just so happy that he got to do something that he loved, because everyone labelled him as the naughty child. And all it was is that he hadn't been given a task he liked to do, and so he got bored and he misbehaved in school. But at the group, he was wonderful. Never had any problems with him. So I'm actually going to cry now. Yeah, he actually grew up to be a hairdresser, which was amazing. So, because I was a hairdresser for years. So it was really quite nice to know that he actually grew up doing something creative as well. It's so nice to know when the kids that you teach grow up to do things with creative hands that they enjoyed doing and didn't have to have it squished out of them, especially boys, because there's still a stigma attached to boys doing crafty things. I think it's getting better, but it is still there. So it's really nice to see when a boy actually gets to enjoy doing the craft stuff that he does. I think I must have left some out somewhere because they're not all quite joining, are they? Naughty kids are just bored kids. Give them something to do in their sort. Yes, exactly. And that was always my opinion. They're not naughty. They're just bored. Give them something to do and they will love it. Right. I think there must be still some there because I'm not getting these ones connecting very well. Though some of them could be connecting to the outside and that's why I'm not getting it. Shall we check that? I'm looking for writing that's dark background. I'm not sure if any of them are on the edges. Let's have a look. I was a naughty kid until my teacher started shoveling books at me. I was always the quiet one, which they always say you have to watch, but I tend to go to sleep in class. I do all my work in advance because I got through it fast, and then I just go to sleep. Teachers didn't care. I got the work done, and that's all that mattered. So that one's already completed. Okay, so that one up there. Yes, so I'm of the opinion it is not cheating to use the pictures. That's what they're there for. If you have a problem with that, tough luck. I think that one might go there. Any more dark ones on the outside edge? Don't think they are. I think the rest are in the middle. How an afternoon school is such a flex. School, on the school bus, you name it, I slept. Well, me and my twin sister were the oldest of 6 kids at home. And basically me and my sister would look after the kids and we'd do the household stuff. We'd do all of the stuff. So the only time we actually got to rest was at school. And the teachers understood that, so we just have a nap at school. So let's go there. Yes, there we go. There is some joining that I've missed that just go together there like that. There's no cheating in puzzling, even the puzzles with clues on the back, alphabet and numbers. Exactly! It is what you want it to be. So if you want it to be super hard and absolutely no help, good for you. I want to enjoy my puzzle, and so I use the picture. And let's face it, there are some puzzles that you damn well need the picture for. Yeah. I think they go together. That one there. Is that one? Yeah. Yeah, if you weren't supposed to use the picture, it wouldn't come with a picture, would it? Which some puzzles don't. I actually have one puzzle that is in my collection that is a mystery puzzle. You know it's 1,000 pieces, but that's all you know. You don't actually know what the image is. And I'm really looking forward to doing that one. I will do that one live. But that will take me a long time. There's no if and buts on that. Without knowing what the image is going to be in any shape or form, it's going to be an interesting build. Again, it's another one I got from that jigsaw puzzle festival. Right. I think I'm going to leave that there for the minute until I find some more pieces to be able to put it together. But what I'm going to do is grab another plain board. You'll have to mind some of these boards. I've used them for my painting, so they are thoroughly covered in paint. That side looks a little cleaner. So let's go with that side. Is it the truffle one? It might be, actually. where have I put it? Because I do have a the odd trefoil. I can't see it at the moment, but I think you might be right. I think it might be a trefoil one. Because I only have 1 or 2 of theirs. Yeah, so they had it at the jigsaw thing, so it's a second-hand one. But in theory, all the pieces are there because the people doing the jigsaw thing tested them all. That's where this one came from as well. So I'm hoping it's going to be quite good fun. I think what I'm going to do is hunt down all of these really pure black and white ones, which will be the middle of this, and really work on that for the minute. There will be some smaller black and white ones that are just writing, but I'm not looking for those at the moment. I'm looking for the big ones. I might end up with a few of the small ones in accidentally at the same time, but that doesn't matter. Do you have a favourite type of puzzle? Are you a photo one, a illustrated one, colourful one, muted ones? What sort of ones do you like? I do have quite a few of the gradient ones by Cloudberries. I actually have, I can't reach them, they're up on the shelf, but I actually have the 500, the 1000 and the 2000 piece gradient puzzles from Cloudberries. And I do have a 5000 piece gradient one on my list to buy, but I don't have it in stock yet because, as I said, I'm running out of spaces, so I'm trying to not buy any more super big ones until I actually have room to build them, because I don't actually have room to build the ones I got. But one day I will have room to build them. Once my children move out and I commandeer the biggest room that my eldest son's in, that will give me a little bit more manoeuvrability to do some bigger puzzles. Cartoon images. I'm not a Disney adult, but I love me a good Disney image on a puzzle. Pokemon fun. Yes, I'm quite the same. I mean, I like Disney, but I wouldn't call myself a Disney adult as such. But I do like some of the Disney puzzles. The 9000 piece one I got is actually the Disney Museum portrait one, where it's individual portraits of all the Disney characters. And one of the 5000 piece ones I got is actually the Pokemon 5000 piece one. Generation 1 of the Pokemon. Then I've got a 5k, 6k, and 7k. My table won't fit a 2k. Whoops. Yeah. No. This obviously is an 1000 piece, and this is about. I've done up to a 1,500 piece, so 1500 piece on this board, and that fit. But we actually taped 2 boards together, so I'd have it in the middle and have room for the edge pieces while building. But I can't go bigger than that at the moment. There's no room. Love a busy puzzle with lots of cute details like this one. Yes. No, I'm definitely more of a busy, illustrated kind of one. I have done other ones, and obviously I do like my gradients. But I don't get on with photograph image type ones that often. They're just not my thing. Duncan, my husband, he gets on better with that sort of one. But we have a rivalry because I do a lot more puzzles than he does, and yet every single time we do the same puzzle, he does it faster than me. It's like I spend so much more time than him doing jigsaws, and yet he can beat me in a puzzle race every time. we've actually got a few videos out on our channels of puzzle races, and he's beating me every time. In one of the thumbnails, you could literally see me going, because he beat me again. I'm not a speed puzzler, but every so often it's just fun to see how long it takes me to do a puzzle, and then have Duncan do it as well, and see how we do. One day I will beat him. Well, determined to. I'm so bad with gradients, I've only done one and I had to use the black and white filter on my phone to finish it. Ooh, which one did you do? Have to admit, some gradients are a little trickier than others, I think. Because some gradients, they really do have a good gradient change through that you can see. And others, the difference between the roads is so minor that it's really hard to do. Like some of the Cloudberry ones that are on my YouTube channel, those ones were really quite simple to do because the difference between them were really good. Whereas the main gradient I've gone, I think I'm going to struggle with, but in a good way. I'm going to enjoy it. The Clementoni one, just named gradient, is very blocky. Ah, I don't think I have that one. I think all my gradients are the Cloudberry ones. I'll have to have a look at the Clementoni one. I had a rainbow gradient Clementoni one my younger son had bought me, which I need to replace because I accidentally spilled hot chocolate on it, which was not great. So I need to buy it again. But I did do that one, and I did enjoy that one. But I did struggle a little in certain areas on it, but not shockingly bad. Haha. Another edge. That's that one there. That one goes on there. Yes. Does that go in there? It doesn't. So definitely still got one more missing there then. Brown is a colour, it belongs somewhere in the gradient. Yeah, exactly. It's like rainbows. Proper rainbow shouldn't have pink in it. But I will not do a rainbow without pink in it. I like pink, okay? As far as I'm concerned, it should be in there. Right, I think I've got most of those big blocky ones now. So let's give that a go, shall we? Right, let's see what we can get on this one. I always try to build on these boards first, and then I can move it to where I need it to be on these. I will replace blue before I replace pink. This is my hill to stand on. Yes! I need my pink, okay? It's like a lot of them, like my hand-eye yarn, I do rainbow colour, and I have green, turquoise, blue. I can skip one of them, and it's fine. You can't skip the pink. You need the pink. Right. So I'm trying to get just the ones with some colour on the edging in a minute, because that, in theory, might be a good place to start. Nod, I feel seen. Yes, exactly. I'm glad you totally understand it. Don't know. I think it is part of this one. Just not there. This is where I slow down when I try to work out what's what here. Trying to check what fits in where. Some of these have got some colours on, which will help, but not a lot of colour on them, so it's not going to be huge help. So let's see, that could be up there, but I don't think it is. I think it's more likely down there. But that one might be the top of the because it's going in there. That's also down there because of the change of the greens there. So I think those two are somewhere around here. Possibly the T and then the I. No, because that's got a thing, so that's got to be the top. Ah, that's the top of the O and the F. That's got the purple either side. That may not be, because the purple's going up through, unless it's just the end. Maybe the end of the Y. Yeah, because then that goes into the everyday picture, so that's the end of the Y. Okay, so it helps when you can see the little, if you can see on here, they got like these little light spots, the highlight spots. They're all at the top, so that helps with orientation of some of these pieces. So I think what I'm going to do is look for those for a minute to help get orientation. And that will give me a rough idea of where to start, I think. That one I don't think should have been in here. That one of the smaller word ones. That's going to be one of the eyes. I do this for fun. I'm not a speed runner, so I don't have a lot of skill. Just enjoy it. That's going to be a Y there, I think, because of the way that's. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So it's possibly going to go maybe there. There. That's what I was looking for. Nope. That's not where I wanted to put it. I've forgotten where I wanted to put it. Right, we'll come back to that one. Right, so that should feed into, and that's another. I love both casual and speed puzzlers. Yeah, so do I. Some of the speed puzzlers are insanely fast, and I don't know how they do it. But I first learnt about speed puzzling from Karen Puzzles. I hadn't heard of it before then. And I love watching the speed puzzlers go, but I'm also under no illusion that I'd ever be able to do that. I have taken part in, there's a YouTuber called Vicky Makes and Builds. I have taken part in her little fun challenge one before. And again, Duncan beat me. But I didn't come last. I didn't do too bad. I think I came like 33rd or something. So that wasn't too bad. USA second fastest speed puzzler streams on Twitch. I'm trying to think who's the second fastest at the moment. I've missed this year's competitions. Vicky is so fun. I watched Amelia, but I don't think she's the second fastest. Victor was about Hannah Doyle. Ah, Hannah. Yes. Yeah, I'm a little behind. I haven't actually caught the speed puzzling this year. I'm behind on them all. So I didn't know who won in that this year. But they're insanely fast, aren't they? Absolute insanity how they can do it so fast. It's like I dream of being that fast. No, I'm pretty sure that is an eye. And that is an eye. That's going that way round. So that one's going to go on top of straight one with a T next to it. That's what we can see here, the bit of the T. So let's see. Nope. As we know we want it going straight across, we can look for one that might be orientated that way. I think that's going to be, what do you call it? Possibly that way around. Yeah, I think that's the highlight bottom bit there. We've got one, we've got the bottom of the highlight somewhere yet. Oh. Not quite. No. Told you this bit was going to be slow. See, that's the top, but that's not going to go there. That's the S. Can I see curvatures for S's anyway? That might be the O. I think that's one of the P's. Oh yeah, Kylo Costin is a Twitch stream too. And I sort of... Oh wow, I didn't realise there were so many of them on here. One of the puzzlers I do love to watch, which I'd first come across in, I think it was the Nationals. She was being interviewed in the Nationals in 2024, I want to say. Is Gma. I just love puzzles. She is amazing. She's not one of the fastest speed puzzlers, but she's just such a wonderfully lovely person. Who really, she's a heavy Twitch streamer for puzzles. So I've seen the odd one of hers, though Twitch unfollowed me from her for a while, and I don't know why, and it annoyed the hell out of me. So I've refollowed her again. Right. So we were looking for straight across for a T, weren't we? Maybe that one? Nope. There we go. Twitch is fun that way. Yeah. You see, I first ever watched on Twitch, the first ever person I ever watched, I came to Twitch many years before I started streaming, was a artist called the Art Sherpa, who would teach you acrylic painting and watercolours, and she was a truly beautiful soul, who really cared about her community, and her passing was a hell of a shock. But she didn't stream too long on Twitch. She was mainly on YouTube. So that's why I mostly watched her. Hey, that's a pretty heart. I've not seen that one before. Oh, apparently we've got ads incoming again. Has it been another hour already? What time is it? 11:51. Oh, wow. We have not got much done today. But I'm not fussed. My aim for today was to get it sorted in the edge built, which I've done. So I don't mind that we haven't got much else done. At this point, I think I'm just gonna work along trying to find the straight joins. That gives me something to work with, which might take a while, but I'm not fussed. We're all here for the long haul. No one's looking to speed through it, are we? How are we doing on the one online? Some people have been playing it, but you haven't got much done. I'm wondering if I made that too big. It's a Kyle heart. Oh, look at it. Oh, that's beautiful. The whole, yeah, as the dog said, the whole heart spectrum. That is so cool. Right. I think, yeah, my best bet is to try to find the bits that attach to the ends. So let's put the ends up there, but we know it's got an end, and then we try to fit that to something. Nope. That's got the highlight of the T there, so that's going to be, we got the highlight for the T, that's the S. That? No. Close but no cigar. But we can see the, so it's going to be an end, but with the highlight on it, which I can't see. Where are you? See, that's an end, but it's not got the remainder of the highlight on. That's too high up the highlight. That's too far. But that's going to be up that way. That's gonna go. You just hate it when you know you've seen a piece and then you can't find it again. It's got just the end of the highlight on it as well. I'm pretty sure that's either the Y or the V, which I know I found out somewhere. Ah, here. Yes, there we go. See? I knew. There's the Y. Keep spotting that one and then not seeing it. It's annoying me. That one, it is that one. It's right next to it. That's clever. I think that's... No, it can't be that way. It's that way. It's the Z. I think it's ZZ in the owl. Where's this? I think that might be here. Yes, there we go. That might be the E. I think that might go there. Any added break is coming. We're just gonna puzzle on through. You're not gonna miss much. It's slow going, so you're not gonna miss much at all. Right, that is likely the V. What could be the U, actually. I think that's the U going by that bit of shape there. They have gave the U and the V different things to make it more obvious. That's got to be the smaller E for the there, because you can see most of it. So that's the smaller E for the there. I think. Yes, there we go. That's the T and part of the Y. Does that join in there? It does. There we go. That's part of the E. Yeah. That might be that way around. Oh, that's possibly the dot. It's not that one because that one's already there. It'll be that way around, surely. Not 100% sure. We'll leave that one there for the minute. No. Nope. Pretty sure it's the top of the P and the U there. Pretty sure that there. So if that's the top of P, that P is the lower P. Well, that I there and that I there. S is going to be in here somewhere. I know it's probably seems silly just laying them out like this, but this is going to help spot them. I think that's that way around. And the second T, I think. Which means that will go in between these two. One of the eyes. Yeah, there we go. P. I'm pretty sure that's the P. Not there, so it must be One there, maybe? Unless it's the O that goes over here with the of. Let's leave that there for a minute. Okay. So if that is the V, it's going to go in between the two with the other I. Not that one. Still got one more I dot. Where can I see that other I dot? Let's see if I though. Like that's the O. So yeah, there we go. It's with the S here. That works. Yes. Yep, there we are. Right, that is the P. Helicopters. Sorry guys, did you hear that? Yeah, they do fly pretty low over here all through the day. We're kind of on the flight path for Salisbury Plain for the army training and things. Sometimes at night when they're doing their night exercises, it actually shakes the house, they're so low, which is a little annoying, but you know, they have to get the practice in somewhere. Gotta be the other P, surely. So maybe that's not. That one there. I think that's going to tighten the line up. So that join in there. Yes, there we go. That one's going to go there somewhere. Is it that one? Yes, there. Is that the Y? It is. There we go. That's one of the Z's. Yes, the joints there and there. Oh. There. We're getting to a point where we might be able to start shape matching. Like this one needs a one, not that one. That one. No, not that one either. Okay. No, pretty sure that should be that way around. No. think that one is it. This is that way. No, it's not. Not that one. Nope. It's not going to be that one because it's got the what you call it on it, the highlight. So a lot of these choose that it doesn't fit. That one's definitely not either. No. Am I missing one? It's not going to be that one, no. Okay, we'll come back to that one. But okay, so this one, we know it's got two in, at least one out. We don't know about the bottom one, but it is going to be more curved. There we go. This one's going to curve on the edge, but reasonably white there because the P is just going to be down there. Be that way. Yes, there we go. I go move the laundry and come back to so many letters getting together. Nice. Yeah, it's slowly starting to come together, slowly but surely. What if that one? I think just wanna curve. Possibly that one. Yes, there we go. So we're going to want some straight edges here, but possibly leading onto the small O. Maybe? No. That's going to be over here, isn't it? Yeah, that's the small H. Now, this is a rounded one, possibly. I think that's possibly the O and the bottom of the E. No, can't be because of that unless it's there. See that long? I mean, that's the F. This is that way round. Don't think it is. That was confusing me for the minute, so we're going to leave it. That was going to be this way around somehow. Ooh, possibly that side. Yes, there we go. So it's if I'm building a T here. See that way? Yes. So that is Pretty sure that's the U. It's not connecting in there. Let's do that and that. Yes, there we go. Oh, go in there. Yes, there we go. Sorry guys, not really chatty, concentrating. Riveting entertainment from me as always. There. Actually, so that actually is the of. That. So that way, that is the, that's the F. Locked in, yes. That I am. Right. Not that one. No, we want more white. Possibly. No, that's not, that's too much white there. No. Nope. None of those ones, I don't think. No, it does connect there. I'm guessing, but there's no other thing where it's, maybe it's that way around. Too close to be there. It's going to end up being here somewhere, but I'm just not quite sure where. Because I think that's the thing. So certainly no, need to go further down. I don't think that's that way. No, further down. Okay, that's a highlight, so it's definitely up that way. It's not that one. There. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Yes. There. I'll put that there. You really want a little bit of black there. But that might be attached to one of the yellow colours. I may not have that one here because there's not really any yellow, and underneath this V is a yellow. And this is an eye. It's got to be a Z piece, yeah. Too much of an angle to be anything other than a Z piece. So it's got quite an angle on it, but I'm not. Yeah, there you go, it is a Z piece that way. Don't miss that. No, enough of an angle. Maybe? Yes. This is going to end up being, nope, all the way around. There. Yeah. There. Yeah, there you go. Close, but no cigar. That one there, though. Quite a curve on that, so it's got to go and. Oh, so yeah, there we go. Keep trying that one there. It's not going to go there. Goes there. I've learned you're crafty. I'm sure you can find a way to make it fit. Yes. Yep. Sledgehammer. I mean, I have a cricket. I could just cut it. There. Amazing what can fit if you use the brute force method. Here's the V. I had it right the first time round. Just had it upside down. Go in there. I feel like that piece should be obvious, and yet I can't see it. Yeah, looks to be the end of the piece. Oh, maybe it's that way. Yes, there we go. Sometimes the pieces just want to be rude. Yes, they totally do, don't they? So, like, I've had some pieces in a puzzle before that I've tried, and no matter what I do, they won't go where I think they go. So I leave it, and I come back later, and they go there. So what did I do wrong the first time around? Okay, we're getting to not a lot left, and I still can't put it together. What is wrong with me? Down there. I think the T should be really obvious at this point. Nope. It's there though. So that one. No. There. Let's go. Yep. What's that? No. Yes, there. Piece is really starting to do my head in. There. Go in there. Yeah, there we go. Right, where do you go, you blower? There. Okay, so we missed a few pieces there and there. Well, we got most of that there. I wonder if we can see them in among this lot. It is, isn't it? Like that. Yeah. No. We're going to get to the point of not being able to tell when it's apart from here and apart from the other bit at this point. That one's correct. Looks like a big chunk. Yeah, that one over there. Oh, look. Big one here. No wonder I couldn't find that one. No. Top up there. There. No, that's just goes with. That's one we want, surely. That way around. There's the T. There, yep. I think that's just one of the bigger lighting ones with that one, I think. Maybe, but I don't think so. I feel like that should, but it's not, so keep it to the side. It was nice meeting you two. Enjoy your lurk. I'm probably going to finish in about half hour. Made out to someone. And then I'll be back, touch wood, next Monday to do some more on this. But thank you for coming along and chatting. I've really enjoyed it. that's probably as much as I'm gonna manage of that for the minute. What I might do, get these all in place, dotted around, and see what sort of space we've got filled. So put that one there. Of course, that's going to be somewhere in the middle, so stop that there for a minute. Alright, let's have a look at these. So you can do the green and yellow. I think I need the poster. I don't think the box is showing me everything. So what are we looking for? This one. You can do the things that's going up here, somewhere around there. I love how these little cute characters that go with it. Looking forward to building them up. Okay, this is quite a big one. That's the tiger in here. That's actually going to fit somewhere just under there. Anything as possible is going up here. It's actually being said by that dog there, so it's going to go somewhere around there. I've been half laughing with real life stuff. It is such an adorable looking puzzle. It really is, isn't it? It's got so many cute little things, and then with the added positivity quotes, I think it's one of my best puzzles. It's one that I will definitely come back to more and more. Like, that's the shark. That might actually connect. It does. There we go. And I do try to have a lot of positive thinking stuff on my channel if I can, because it's very important to me to have that. Because we all need a little bit of positivity in our life. That's going to go up there somewhere. I'll end up there. Keep fighting through is actually going to be just here. Make the future proud. That's going to be here because the llama saying it. There's enough negativity in the world, too much even. Doing your work to bring the positive way. Yes, exactly. And that's why I try very hard to. I actually think that might join in there. It does. I missed that. Look at that. That could have gone together. Either that or it was together and I took it apart when I moved it. But I don't think I did. Don't quit. God, I need to hear that often. Oh, yellow. Yeah, there we are. I'm trying to put it over here. So, I wonder if that connects it. It does. It connects to the positivity just there. Warrior walrus. We all need a warrior walrus in our life, don't we? That's actually going over here. Might actually connect. Yeah, connects there. Perfect. Let's do this. That's down here. Kind of there. What's this one? Stay strong is up here. Being said for this cute little old guy up here, so that's going to go there somewhere. I think that might be the bottom to keep fighting through there. It is, look, there we go, that connects in there. You are not alone. Something we often need to hear. It's actually just down here. This one. Try not to tip the board too much when you're looking at the posters on you, Darkwit. Keep doing things. That's going to be there. That one's down here. Around here somewhere. Yeah, I'm going to keep the single ones I haven't got together on this board. I think that might go there. Yes. And there. That one there. No. Might go there though. Yes. Okay. So this is the only one I didn't get together. Yeah, that goes on there. Okay, so why am I getting those together next time? Right, so this is what we've got so far, which I think is coming along quite nicely. So we've still got one edge piece up there and at least one edge piece here. Oh, and another one here. So actually we might have 2 edge pieces there missing. Because neither of those connecting and that one up there is not connecting yet. So we'll find them at some point. I'm not in a hurry to find them, it doesn't matter. But let's have a look, see what we want to work on next. I think we might work on the white backgrounds, but what I think I might do is actually pick a colour and work with all the bits from that colour. So like, let's pick the green and take all these green ones. And then, because I think if we try to work on all of the white in one go, it's going to get overwhelming. Whereas if we pick one background colour and attempt to work with just that for the minute, I think that's going to be our best bet. I'm just going to take all of the green and shove that onto this board. This rainbow. There is several different rainbows, not just the one, so we'll put them all together and then at some point they will start to find their own pieces. Yeah, I think this is the way to do it. Just pick one colour and work from that for the minute. Because though the green I'm doing is in several different places, it's going to be different enough on each section to know where they go because of the different writing and the different characters. I'm not going to particularly look for the edge pieces, but if I happen to find it, I'll put it on, but I'm not too fussed. Another rainbow bit there. So we've done a lot of rainbow coloured ones on our Mondays at the moment, so I might pick a non-rainbow coloured one set for you to choose from for our next one. But I'm not 100% sure because a good chunk of my puzzles have a rainbow theme to them. Because I like colour, as those who have seen my hand-eye yarn will know. I tend to go for the full rainbow. So that's just naturally where a lot of my puzzles are. But I do have non-rainbow ones, so I might try to pick a non-rainbow one for the next time. But no promises. But I will do the same as I did last time. I'll give you a choice of 3, and those who are in the live stream when I'm finishing this one will get to pick the next one. I think that worked quite well last time. And I will try my best not to take 2 months to actually start the next one. But by the time I finish this one, I think most of the wall show stuff should be done. And hopefully the heat would have started to calm down a little. And so it won't be so bad, I won't be so sick all the time. Just what I should check. Battery. My face cam battery's at 16%, so I think that's going to last because I'm only going to go for another 15 so minutes. Because then we're going to raid out. I'm assuming Cheadle is going to be live today. And so we will raid into Cheadle. But if not, I will see who else is live and raid into them. Right, so I got those 2 bits done for the rainbow. Oh yeah, well, I was about to say, why have I got green? That's because those are the not green ones on it. That's because they were the other ones. Plenty of polystream off of the raid at the moment. Yes, I do actually need to look. I don't actually know who's on. Look at these darker ones. I will be. Alright, awesome. Cheadle is going to be live, so we will be raiding into Cheadle. I don't often get to raid Cheadle because he's live on Wednesdays. If I'm live, we're live at the same time. So Mondays is the only time I get to catch Cheadle, really. That green was easier because it had bigger writing. Some of these are very similar. That's going to go quite nicely there. The other thing with, at least when it's writing, you can actually see the orientation, which also makes it very helpful. These look similar, but they are different. You just have to properly look, which not something I'm doing particularly well. Because I'm being lazy and just quickly glancing. Hiya, how you doing? This is the lovely lady I was mentioning earlier. I just left puzzles, Jima. It was amazing. Don't know if my hubby is watching. If he is, could you give a shout out, please? Unfortunately, the only mods I have are people who actually have proper jobs, and so they're lurking and only around when they can quickly get a quick hello in.
Colbert 9,
Thank you.
my one of my mods, when I was talking about it one day. Oh, is this one of those? Oh no, that's one of the other. Let me stay out your business.
No, you got it.
Look at you!
Not bad. Not bad stuff, yeah.
Oh,
I love you, Cole. You know I love you, Cole. Welcome in.
So we're doing this puzzle today, those who haven't seen. So we started this today. So we've actually made pretty good progress because we've got this much done so far today. So we're getting there. But I'm not speed running or anything. I'm just relaxing, enjoying, and going with the flow of it. So this will be many streams video, which I quite like. I picked that one up earlier. Why? Could put any of the ones under here. No. I think that's just one of the ones I couldn't place earlier with that one. You're welcome, Gmar. You're awesome and one of the very first puzzlers I found on Twitch. After your interview with the Nationals, I came and found you. So you're the first Twitch puzzler I subscribed to. Karen Puzzles was my first YouTube one, which I think is the same for a lot of us. She brought a lot of people into it. Okay, it says ads incoming, but we are going to attempt to pause them because I am going to stream out. It's rain out in a second. Snooze. Yeah, so, yeah. I'm going to raid out to Cheadle. So I'm just going to keep an eye on when Cheadle goes live. Cheadle is a fabulous member of my community who does lots of different gaming streams. Usually a puzzly hype game on a Monday, spooky game on a Wednesday, no, Portal on a Wednesday now, and a spooky game on a Friday. The fabulous Mr. Britain. I don't actually know what game Cheadle's doing today, because he was doing Sublimable last, and he finished that last week, I think. So I don't know what going to be seeing this time around, but it's bound to be good, whatever it is. But I think I'm going to call it quits here. Playing Tin Hearts. Oh, I don't know that one. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I think this is going to be the last one I do. Last section, because I think by the time we get through these, Cheetah will probably be live. If I actually make it through these ones. Okay. Okay, conquer. Oh, I might go there. Yep. That's there. Yep. No, those ones. It's probably right in front of me where these ones join in, but I'm not seeing it right now. That goes on that. No. Goes there. Nope. No, I paused you, is that? Stay paused, I don't want any more ads. I think I can only pause one more time, so I'm going to have to get ready to raid out in a second. So, I hope you're ready, Cheetle, because I'm coming. Yeah, okay, so I think that's what we got so far. But we've done well. So we've got all of that done today, including the sorting, and we've got this bit done. I will finish trying to put these bits together and get them placed before picking the next colour on our next stream, which will be next Monday. But thank you for joining us. Joining me in doing this puzzle with the puzzle of positivity, which we all could do with in this current climate. So I will see you all soon. We're gonna have to go this way to my keyboard so that I can start the raid. So I'm afraid you're gonna see my fat ass so the camera's tracking me. But there we go there. Let's see. I do have a raid message in case anyone wants to use it. But feel free to use your own. And hopefully Cheeto's live and we can go on in. Let's have a look see. It's not showing me Cheeto yet. Why is it not showing me? Cheeto! Oh yeah. It's not quite 1 o'clock, so it goes live with the button, so. What are you all up to? Let me sit down. You can still see me here. You can still see me, can't ya? Hello. What are you all up to for this week while we wait for Cheeto to go live? Hopefully I'll get a notification when he does. I don't know. But yeah, I am hopefully going to stream on Wednesday, possibly with Mash. Whether we're working on the puzzle or doing something else, I don't know. I need to check in with Mash and find out. But otherwise, I am going to be knitting and crocheting samples and things for the next wall show and hiding from this heat. And I've got some crochet hooks to get sanded as well, ready to have them top and tailed by Duncan. Which basically means polish the top and bottom and put the hook in. Because I can't use the polishing wheel, it's too strong and my hands can't hold it. Right, so there's 1 o'clock. So has he gone live? Let's click on the raid and see if it's showing him. It's not showing him yet. Is it just my YouTube not showing, or is he not gone yet? Sorry, my thing not showing. You're professional on my mobile. Just trying to. There we go. He's gone live. That's a notification. Let's see if I can see him. There. Okay. So that's Cheeto literally just starting, so when we raid in, he might not be live just yet. He might still be on the start screen because we are raiding as he goes. But I will see you all soon. You'll take care. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you on Wednesday, hopefully. Bye. If I can reach the computer to do it.